Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got some gaming projects for you guys today. These are some gaming projects that I want to cover for you guys because I think some of these are going to do absolutely fantastic in this upcoming bull run. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. All right, today I'm going to be covering some gaming coins. I'm going to share with you guys which ones I have in my portfolio. I want to compare some different projects for you guys today, just to kind of give you a projection of what some of these gaming coins could possibly do if we get a big bull run later on this year and into 2025, like we should get, based off from the cycles of crypto and what's happened in the past. So, also want to cover some news with Solana here because we do need to cover that as well because this is important. So let's jump into it here. Solana's been pumping a little bit. If you guys haven't heard this news, yesterday I did a video on Solana right before the announcement came out that Solana is actually going to possibly have an ETF coming up here. Van Eck applied for a Solana ETF. So we'll have to see if that gets approved or not, or if there's going to be other institutional investors out there like BlackRock and so on that start applying for Solana ETFs now that Van Eck has applied for one. But either way, this is very bullish news for Solana. I don't know the time frame on this yet. I haven't had a chance to really dig deep into it yet, but I wanted to mention it on this video because that's why Solana, had a little bit of a pump, not too much, but it is great news that there was an ETF applied for with it. And I had predicted this, last year already. I said, if the ETH ETF coming down the pike, if that gets approved, we're likely going to see a Solana ETF shortly after that. And sure enough, now we're talking about a Solana ETF, which is very bullish for crypto. Some of the gaming projects I'm going to cover in this video are on Solana, so that could be very bullish for them as well. The Solana ecosystem is doing really well, and I know I know people out there that love ICP, and sure, ICP does everything on chain. ICP is doing a lot of things that Solana can't do, and so on and so forth. I get that, but Solana has the most adoption right now, and that's why everybody's talking about it. A lot of people are investing in it. You don't see gaming projects really launching on ICP yet. You don't see a million NFTs getting minted all the time on ICP. You see all that happening on Solana. Solana has, like Visa and so on, looking at them for the payment systems. They've partnered with several different payment systems as well already. And now they have the Solana phone and the Solana App Store and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that Solana is doing where they're creating that mass adoption that some of the other blockchains are not doing. So that's why I think it's important to cover Solana, because I think it's going to be the front runner for this bull run here. So I wanted to mention that in this video. Let's jump into the gaming coins here. So the first one I'll mention on here is Illuvium, and I want to compare Illuvium to some of these games because, yes, there's a difference in gaming. There's gaming platforms, and then there's single games. Illuvium was pretty much a single game when it started out, as far as I understand it. And I remember when it came out last bull run, it was pretty cheap when I bought it last bull run. I think it was around $70. And then it took off all the way to like $1,900 or something. If you look at the price here, what did it get up to? Yeah, like almost $1,900. But I bought it back here, I think around $60 or $70, somewhere in here, and then I ended up selling it. I don't remember why. I probably moved the funds into a different project, and then it took off towards the end of 2021. But I was out of most of my coins way before the second leg up in the bull run here, because I had panic sold back in May. So you got to be careful what you're doing and try not to panic sell. I know better than that now. So when we get big corrections in that, I don't panic sell anymore. I just wait it out and try to add more to my portfolio. It's the best thing to do, really, as a prime example, because this is what happens after you panic sell. The coins take off and go absolutely crazy. When I was selling them back here in May and June, because I was panic selling after we had this big dump. So, you just be careful of that. But I want to talk about Illuvium because the market cap on it, if we look at the market cap on it right now, it's over 400 million market cap. Look at the price, it's way down here. It's almost back down to all-time lows. And if you look at that, it's because of the circulating supply. If we go to the market cap last bull run, it's almost, back here in March, it's almost what it was at its peak market cap. The bull run when it was $1,900. Yet if we go to March here, let's look at the price in March. What was it? $140. So big difference, you know. So there was like 10 times less supply of the coins this bull run. So that makes a huge difference in the price of the coins. So you got to keep that in mind. The market cap is already half or a third of what it was last bull run, but it's like, you know, not even, it's only at 60 some dollars versus $1,900 almost. So like a 300x from here or 30x from here, something, I guess a 30x from here. So you got to keep that in mind. There's a big difference in the price range with the market cap based on the circulating supply. The fact that it got up to almost 1.2 billion market cap last bull run can show you what these gaming projects can do. So that's what I want to kind of compare to. And this isn't the fully diluted valuation. Most likely it was probably between 3 and 5 billion for its fully diluted market cap or higher last bull run, because there was probably, you know, maybe 15% of the tokens in supply maybe at this time. So you got to keep that into consideration as well. The fully diluted market cap on this thing got into several billions of market cap. So that is a possibility for some of these other gaming coins to do that, especially ones that actually have a playable game and, you know, big following, big partnerships, stuff like that. If we go to Illuvium's X page, they have almost 400,000 followers right now. You can see they're followed by MediCard, Engines of Fury, and many others I'm following, because it's one of the bigger gaming projects out there. But 400,000 followers, you know, this is, what, 4 years after the fact or 3 years after they've launched, where they've gotten this many followers. So just kind of keep this in mind here. It gives you an idea of how big the community is on this. I kind of use X as my gauge for that. It does make a difference. The next project I want to talk about on here is Ready Games. This is ready.gg. You can go to their website and check them out. And their new gaming platform that hasn't launched yet. It's going to be one of the bigger gaming platforms, I think, of this bull run. But they're going to be doing you know, their launch pretty soon. And they have launch coming up on Coinlist as well. So if you're able to participate in that, I don't think you can participate in it if you're in the United States. But if you're in other countries, you can try to get in on this one early through Coinlist. So I'm an early investor in this one, just full disclosure. I think this is a great project, and I think it's going to be one to watch out for in the upcoming bull run. This is going to be a huge gaming platform, and they have some great partnerships in that. They got an app that they're going to be launching. So if you look at this here, they're going to have integrated social feeds and in-game chat, so you'll be able to chat with other players on many other games, not just one game. It's going to be like a whole platform. You'll be able to chat with people, your friends, on there through multiple different games. They're going to have PvP matchmaking, cross-game achievements, governance rights for ReadyX holders, ecosystem-wide token economy. So the token's going to be ecosystem-wide with this. Cross-game NFTs, which is really cool. That's the biggest thing about Web3 is you're going to actually own your in-game items, and you'll be able to probably use those in multiple games in some cases, and there'll be cross-chain and cross-game functionality for those NFTs, which is really cool. ReadyX infused in-game NFT items, avatar marketplace, blockchain secured ownership rights, and so on. So I'm really excited for this one to see what they do, because I think this one's probably going to do really well here. If we go to their X page, they do have 27,000 followers. You know, so it's not real big yet on their social following, but I don't think they're really doing any marketing yet with this one. So hopefully once they get ready to launch here and start launching, that they get some marketing going for this one to get their community up higher, because a lot of the other gaming platforms have a bigger community than this on X. I think this is important for them to get this up. That's my only concern about this project really, is that and the size of the community for it. Other than that, I think it's great, and they have a great platform, and they do have some good partnerships in that. So, but yeah, they are launching on Coinlist. I'm going to show you Coinlist in a little bit and why that's important, and why that's a good sign for this project that they got on Coinlist. It's very bullish for this project, but you can check them out and follow them on X to get updates on this. So Coinlist is a launch pad. I'm going to basically cover that here. It's basically a launch pad. You can get in like on a public round to get the tokens early before they launch, if you're lucky enough to get in on it. Coinlist is a large, reputable fundraising program that regularly lists high-quality projects. Most of the token sales supported are Layer 1 blockchain projects like Solana. Solana was one of them. If you're lucky to buy tokens, initially your tokens will increase or decrease depending on the case, but in the long term, a rate of more than 90% of the tokens that launch on Coinlist are profitable, and the average all-time high return on investment of projects sold on this platform is 3,464%. So that's like a 34x. That's the average ROI for all-time high price, like the peak of the bull run for projects that launch on this platform. So it's a good sign that Ready Games is launching on that. So if you got in early, or you're getting it, if you're able to get in early, congratulations. Hopefully it does, hopefully it does well for you and for us. If you're unlucky to buy tokens in Coinlist public sale rounds, you can wait a period of about 24 days to buy at the best price. So that might be on a secondary market or something like that. I'm not sure how that works. In general, investors who buy tokens of the projects will achieve an average return of about 3.12x at the current price, and about a 64.81x at the all-time high price. So that's in general. Solana is the project that brings the biggest profit with 101x at the current price, and about a 1,180% at the all-time high price. So you could just imagine if you would have put $1,000 into this one, and you waited, if you sold at its all-time high of around $250, you would have gotten, basically a 1,000x out of that and $1 million. So it's just crazy what the potential is there. So that's why it's important that they're launching on Coinlist. The potential for it to do well is there. The next project I want to talk about is MediCard. I haven't covered MediCard on my channel for a while. They're at 15, almost 16 million market cap. This project, I love the project. I love their CEO, Russ, and everything that they're doing. I think because it wasn't a VC funded project, and why they didn't have the initial funding with that and marketing push and all that, is why this one hasn't done that well yet. But it's been holding steady here, right around the, I think right around the pre-sale price currently. It's just under 1 penny currently. It did get up to 4 cents at one time, so it's down about 75% from there, so almost 80%. But I think it's a good project. I love the platform. I love what they're doing. They're always constantly adding new partnerships, which is bullish for it. And they have switched from Ethereum to Base, which is good. They just did that recently. So if you have any MK tokens, you need to bridge them to Base, because that's where it's on now. So you'll want to do that bridging. I'm not sure if there's any time limit on doing that or not, but you can bridge to Base. So if you haven't done that, I would highly recommend you do that. The main thing that's going to make this one successful is the type of marketing that they start doing when we get into a bull run, and the exchanges that they launch on. That's going to be critical for the success of this one. And because they've only been on a couple exchanges, that's what has me concerned about this one. But I know Russ is trying to be strategic about when he does his exchange listings. I get that, and hopefully they'll get some good exchange listings coming up here once they get into a better market and start doing more marketing and stuff with this one. So, but other than that, MediCard is a great project, and I know a lot of people that watch my videos are invested in this one. And Russ has offered to do an interview with me on this project. I just don't have the time in my schedule to do it, and our time zones don't match up at all, because I think he's in the UK, and it's several hours ahead of me. So when I'm able to do an interview, he's probably fast asleep, because I don't get to record my videos until late at night usually. So if we go to their X page, MediCard has about 38,000 followers, so they have a pretty good following on X, and it's doing pretty well. And they're always, they're posting multiple posts daily on here, and they're always adding new partnerships and keeping engaged, which is a good sign for this project. So if they keep it up, I think it'll end up doing pretty well. The next project I want to talk about is Illumia. It's actually Illumia Crowns, I think it's a token, but the token is ELU, and the game is Legends of Illumia, I believe it's what it's called. Right now it's at 0.6 of a penny. It's in a fantastic buying zone. It's almost back down to its all-time low of just under 0.3 of a penny. It's about double that right now. But I've got a decent amount of this in my portfolio, and I'm holding on to it because I think this one's going to do well. The reason being, the game looks fantastic, and I think what's holding the game back right now is they're still in a lot of development with it, and it's not free to play yet. But it will be free to play, hopefully, towards the end of this year. But if you look at this one here, yeah, it did drop off like this because it launched basically in 2022. After the peak of the last bull run, then it's just slowly come down as more tokens have come into circulation and people sold off from when it launched back here. It's not on very many exchanges yet, so hopefully we'll get on some more exchanges here. We'll have to see what the team has up their sleeve with this one here. But so if you zoom in here, it did get up to over 3.5 cents here back in January, and then it's come back down here. It's down about, it's like a 5x from its current peak here in January. So it's at a good buying zone right now where it's at, and I think this is one might be you want to add some to your portfolio, especially with the game quality and being on Solana, and Solana being really bullish. This one has the potential to do really well. If we go to their X page here, they have 48,000 followers, and they are, they're doing some posts on their X page to keep the community, engaged. And they've got a post here 9 hours ago as of this recording, and letting you guys know what's kind of going on with the game here. They had a post just the other day as well, so they are keeping the game going and keeping engaged with the community. So hopefully they'll get this free to earn, and I think that's going to help this one out a lot, because right now you need to purchase an NFT for, I think, close to $100 to play the game currently with it. But they're followed by Engines of Fury and Magic Eden and so on here, so they got some good followers. The investors on this one are Animoca Brands and stuff. We'll take a look at the website here. So if we look at the website here, it's an absolutely fantastic, beautiful website. They've got some great artistry on here showing you, scenes from the game in that, and kind of a trailer of the game. This looks absolutely fantastic. If they can pull this off and make this as good as it appears on this website, which I'm thinking they'll be able to do, this game could absolutely take off and do extremely well in this bull run. So this is definitely one that I want to have in my portfolio just in case it does really well. They've got some fantastic partners: Spartan, Animoca Brands, Crypto.com, and Maven Capital, a bunch of other ones on here as well, Gate.io and so on. And I just, if they start doing marketing on this one, like I'm thinking they're probably going to do once they get that game out in the public and free to play, I think this one's going to come out of nowhere and surprise a lot of people potentially. But it's not financial advice, guys. It's just my thoughts on this one. I think hopefully that'll be in time for this bull run, but it's definitely one I don't want to miss out on. The next one I want to cover is Engines of Fury. You guys know I'm really bullish on Engines of Fury. This is one of my larger holdings right now, and the reason is because I absolutely see this one doing several X's from its current price, and I've covered this on my videos before with it. Market cap is only at 3 million right now. Yes, there's going to be some dilution of the value, but even if you look at the fully diluted market cap, this would assume that all the tokens are in circulation. So it's about a 10x from here. So there's only about a little less than 10%, probably 8% of the tokens in circulation. I think by the middle of next year, it's going to be like close to 40%. So there's going to be some dilution of the value of this one. But 30 million market cap is extremely, extremely low for this one. It's extremely low for this one. If you look at games like Shrapnel, its fully diluted market cap was already over 1 billion, and we haven't even been in the bull run yet with that one. So that shows you the potential for this one, for it to catch up to where Shrapnel did already in this bull run. It's like a 33x from here. So just kind of keep that in mind, and we weren't even in the potentially the main bull run yet. It was just a little pump in the middle of the accumulation phase. So keep that in mind. If this thing takes off when we get a full bull run, this fully diluted market cap could potentially, not financial advice, could potentially get into well over 1 billion market cap on this one, which is going to be some serious profits for people who got in on this one early. I am an early investor in this one, just full disclosure, but I've pretty much doubled my portfolio in that since it's launched. I've been dollar cost averaging into this one and adding a lot to my portfolio. So I've done a full video on this one. If you guys want to see it, you can go back and check my gaming project playlist, and it should be on there where you guys can watch the full video on it. Same with Medicaid and Illumia and some of the others. So this is what kind of excites me about Engines of Fury. They already have almost 250,000 followers, and they just launched. They've been on here since 2021 that they've been building this thing. They haven't done a lot of marketing until recently, and they're already on a ton of exchanges. These guys are on more exchanges than every other game on this video except for, you know, Illuvium. So, and they just launched, so keep that in mind. They're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exchanges plus PancakeSwap, and they just launched. So this is the type of projects you really need to watch out for, because they could absolutely explode with all the availability for this one that's out there. The last project I'm going to cover on my video here is MetaDos. I covered this in my last gaming video as well. Market cap is only at 1 million. I need to get some of this in my portfolio. I have a buy order in. It's almost to my buy order. Hopefully it hits in the next few days here. And I had a buy order in, and then it pumped up in price. If you look at the 7-day or the 1 month here, I had a buy order in, and it, you know, here, and it pumped up to like 0.2 of a penny, and it's coming back down. So hopefully it hits my buy order on this one. I want to have some of this in my portfolio with such a low market cap. The fully diluted on it though is 16 million, so that's one thing you got to watch out for. It's just 16x from its current market cap. So there's not many coins in circulation. Basically it tells you there's like 1/16 of the coins in circulation currently. But I think this one could do really well. It's got some great partnerships as well. And if we go to their X page here, they've got 96,000 followers already, and they got some great partnerships. So this is one that you want to keep in your back pocket as well. This one is on Avalanche. They're partnered with Avalanche and some other gaming projects as well. So keep that in mind. And I think this one could do really well. The game looks pretty good, and I think it's one that you might want to take a look at having in your portfolio. It looks like a high quality game, especially for such a super low market cap on this one. It's definitely one that I want to have in my portfolio. And if you go to the max here, you can see it was up to a little over 1.2, about a little over 1 cent recently. So it's come down almost 10x from its all-time high in this, you know, accumulation phase here back in April, just like 2 months ago. It's already down like 90% from there, so 87% down. So it's time to start dollar cost averaging into this one if it's one that you want to look at, because I think it could potentially do really well. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. These are just some of the gaming projects I wanted to cover in this video for you to take a look at and do some comparisons. So that shows you the potential for some of these gaming projects to do. And if any of these gaming projects do that, it's going to be some serious profits for you if that were to happen. Now, I don't have a crystal ball. Obviously, I can't tell you that they're going to hit $1 billion market cap or anything crazy like that. But the potential is definitely there, so keep that in mind. I think all these have the potential to possibly do that, but you just never know which ones are going to do better. I can tell by the social media, though, that some of these already have a leg up on these and the exchange listings. So that's very important. We'll have to see here what happens with the rest of these gaming projects over the course of the next several months. Some of these, like Illumia, are not on very many exchanges at all. So that's something you got to keep in mind as well. Hopefully they'll get launched on more exchanges in the upcoming bull run. I'm not sure why they haven't yet. Maybe they're just waiting for the right time because they launched after the last bull run and they've been building this whole bear market. So hopefully towards the end of this year and into 2025, some of these projects start doing heavier marketing and get better exchange listings, and they're maybe just waiting for the right timing to do that. I'm not sure, because they're not obviously not going to communicate their strategy too much. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Please hit that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and we'll see you on the next video.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me.